All right, what's up, y'all? I'm Samaria.
And what's good? This is Lowe Maceo.
And this is Almost
Heal this fuck.
This is where we catch up and grow together. So
let's get to it.
Let's get to it. And oh no, if you haven't listened to the show before, so this is for anybody actively working on themselves. It don't matter like how much money you make or career or how old you are. It don't matter. As long as you're trying to do better, you're in the right spot. So thanks for joining us. It's time to get into the show.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe to our podcast.
Period. We always forget to tell you that. And
yes.
So make sure you subscribe. And
show some love.
Before we get started, we always catch up. So how has your week been? We haven't recorded in like 2 weeks.
I think it's 3. This is the 3rd week. Yeah. We took a break. We went to nature last week, did some brainstorming, working on these products that we know you all desperately need and want to buy and everything,
Yes, we can't wait to drop this merch. And hopefully we can get some samples so we can at least do a sneak peek when we record next time. But, we'll see.
Yeah, we could always just drop them in and be like, yeah, hey, buy this merch right here. Visit our web store. It'll be here. Be there once this is finally out there.
I'm so excited. It's like for us to have been working on it. I mean, granted, it didn't take a lot to get started. Some stuff you force, like this just kind of worked out. But I still feel like we started all the way in January.
Yes, we did. I thought about it there. I'm like, bro, we've been doing these podcasts and nobody has seen them yet.
Nothing. We've been working, but I just know that means once we get going, it's just going to be a whole nother thing. So
now we can get to the fun part and actually start, designing and do all of that. Well, we have been designing. But my week has been, hectic as usual. I'm tired on this Monday, but I also figured out I need to make another adjustment to my schedule. My monthly schedule.
I'm so glad you said that because remember we were talking about, we didn't know what we were about to talk about, but I heard something about routines and like adjusting your schedule when you need to.
Yeah.
You just said it, so I can't wait to talk about it. It was from the Balanced Black Girl podcast, but yeah, she put some good info in about changing your routine when you need to.
Yeah, and even like because where we are, the first is in 2 weeks, technically speaking. So I noticed that I always seem to get tired around this. We're not tired. Well, I do get tired because of everything I've done.
The first next week. That's next Monday.
No, I'm thinking about the 5th. The 5th is next Friday.
Okay, next Friday. Okay,
that's what I'm
like,
on.
I got next Monday off. So
yeah,
no, it's not.
Well, all the bills are due on the 5th. Okay. That's what I'm counting. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, 2 weeks.
But yeah, so I'm tired from all the work I put into these first 2 weeks.
Right.
So so now I'm thinking about the next 2 weeks of how I can just maximize my time because, my responsibilities have increased since last month.
So you're saying like the first half of the month, like the second half of the month, you end up tired from the first half of the month?
Yeah.
Okay.
I realized that
adjustment you made, or you're saying now that you need to adjust?
I mean, make sure I schedule my self-care day and just that third Monday of the month, I think I'm just going to go with the flow that day versus me always waking up at a certain time.
Yeah.
Especially after my weekends, it's about to heat up. So I know I'm about to be DJing and be traveling a lot more.
It's getting hot. We about to be outside.
And I've always kind of wanted my Mondays to be.
I can't wait to be outside.
No, you good. Easy going. Because, I like to start off my week solid. But as of last Sunday, I started going to the gym on Sunday instead of going to the gym on Monday. So that gives me a little leeway just in case I do get a little tired or however my week may pan out. Yeah. I can still make it to the gym or, get in the amount of time that I need to by starting on Sunday.
Yeah. And that's the start of the week, technically.
Technically speaking, yeah.
Yeah. But, it's funny you said that about Mondays. I need a slow Monday. Like, I hate a hectic.
Today was my slow Monday.
Man, I hate a Monday like... Monday is the day I want to wake up on my own time, like you said.
I did that today.
Yeah. Because, don't just drop me into the week. Like, I'm not ready. Let me prepare. Ease me into this, please. So I try. Monday is always, I guess, not really my light day anymore because we record. But generally, Mondays are my light day because I need, nice and easy. But the last 3 weeks, what happened? I don't even know. I want to catch you up. Oh, actually, I do have a lot to catch you up on. So, I don't know. So, me and my son's father, he actually moved out.
congratulations.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
my dad was like, you should have the girls over and throw a party. Like,
I mean, hey.
I was like, all right, Pops. That's because he said, what he say, a single ladies party? Like, you should have put a ring on it party. That's what he called it.
Whatever you want to call it. Just make sure you celebrate it.
So now, and then my friend has Carisha Please, like Young Miami's card game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, if I have a game night, I'll let you know. More to come.
Oh, yeah. I'll pull up.
Yeah. But so that happened. Which is a big transition, but it's like one less thing to think about, which is crazy. And I even have more patience for him now that he's out the house.
Yeah, because it's not always staring in your face.
Yeah. Maybe it's like I don't have to deal with this right now.
Man, I can go home when I want to go home. I ain't got to,
you sound like you're speaking from experience.
I mean, you the one that brought up parental figures, you know what I'm saying? But we're not going there on my side because I ain't got we don't give energy to that.
No, So no, that freeing up my mental space was dope. And I think another thing is like when I am in a rut, like now I know that I've shifted my perspective to where it's like I'm either supposed to learn a lesson here or I need to slow down. You know what I mean? Instead of just being like, wow, all this shit happening to me, or like
could be both.
Yeah, it's like instead of all of that, like now I'm like, all right, what am I supposed to be learning from this? What are y'all trying to teach me? And that just makes me look inward instead of like blaming other people or other things for what I have going on. So I'm saying that to say like the last 2 weeks were a little hectic. But I was like, you know what? There's a lesson in here. And I feel like I'm on the other side for now.
Yeah, when you had somebody move out, I moved from one house to the next house.
We was just active.
Did all that.
Yeah.
We just, me and my brother pretty much spearheaded that. So, just taking on that older brother sibling role, and it's also brought me and my brother closer because now we talk more. We talk like at least every other day now, versus weeks at a time. But now I'm on the fence on whether I'm gonna keep my apartment or not, because for one, I never really fully moved into my apartment. There's so much stuff that I could put in my apartment.
Yeah. I feel like we've been talking about this, and you're still on the fence about it. What are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna keep it because I've learned my lessons by sacrificing my peace and my space.
Yeah.
So that's just an expense that I'm going to have to pay for, which is perfectly fine. But I'm just going to make it into like a studio because I was thinking about it yesterday morning. I'm like, bro, I haven't, because every time backtrack. Last Monday was my first week actually back full time. Yeah. And, I made that post. And literally everybody like, oh my God, it's good to have you back.
Let me tell y'all. He thought he was cute all with the greenery in the background.
I know that.
On the pool. Okay, my bad. You're right.
Yeah. And then
he was over here with his drink, dancing at the end of the pool. And I'm like, look, it was right on time too. It's like, I feel like you dropped a reel and it's when everybody like, damn, I need a vacation.
Yeah.
And Lowe's like,
yeah, that vacation happened 7 months ago. But I need another one too.
Look at me, it was right on time.
But yeah, it took 7 months off, just refocusing. Everybody kept asking me, the one main thing they keep asking me, yo, what's up with the music? Yo, where the music at? When you DJing?
I know, I thought you was doing something for our intro, but
I mean, I still could. We could get ready to plug something. That ain't nothing. I'd go to studio real quick. Holla at Deuce at Hitsville. That's my guy. So go record with him. But yeah, all of that. Just refocusing, and I'm gonna put all my studio stuff into the apartment. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Yeah, make it a studio space, and then that's just another stream of money.
My creative space.
More. Yeah, you can make more. Put more.
I have tons of filming equipment that's in storage too. Cameras that I just haven't had a chance to use because I've been so busy. But now that things are starting to balance out, it's always balancing out more and more. But that's what I've been doing. Just me and my brother said this is the last time we move. He said the last time he moved, he just gonna leave because I'm tired. We're tired of moving stuff. I had to move stuff out of 2 storage units. I still got 2 more storage units.
I hate moving.
That's
a big reason. So like when we were talking about him moving out, I was deciding whether or not I was going to get a downsize or not. But I'm just like, it's going to cost to move.
Yes.
And then like, I'm not saving that much money because I still want to live in a nice, spot. I still want to live in a nice spot. So I'm like, okay, I'll sacrifice like the extra couple hundred a month because I'm not moving. I hate that. I hate it. Pack everything up and just put it back somewhere.
I'm done. I'm good where I'm at. I just gotta fill out the space.
Yeah.
It's so draining.
It's so draining. All right, bet. So we done caught up. Oh, okay. So because
for the most part, we can keep it going
as it goes.
Yeah.
But because we practice gratitude on this show, it's time for good news. Give me some good news.
Oh, I'm back out here. That's good news I got.
Dig deeper.
Dig deeper.
Give you something good.
I've been increasing my billing.
Okay.
So I got more. Oh, I signed a new business.
Oh yeah, no, that's dope.
Yeah, I signed a new business. I got another one coming.
One day he'll give us something that's not business related, but
my business is my life.
You'll learn soon. Yeah.
Yeah, but personal.
Anything that impacted you in a good way, other than getting the new business.
I mean, that goes a long way.
No, it does. I'm excited.
With another one on the way. Mm-hmm. So I mean, that's all I got.
I didn't really think about one, but I will say, oh yeah, Trap Bruja on Twitter. I think that's what it was. But she said something about like pretty much don't be scared to talk your shit, as in like the healing process isn't always pretty. Like it's not always rainbows and unicorns. It's not always pretty, so you can't always use pretty words like to get through it. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why I needed to hear that. No, I do know. I needed to hear that because I'm always like super positive. So anytime I am like complaining or like cussing too much or like whatever the case is, I'm like, let me dial it back and like put out good energy. But then I end up feeling like at a deficit, or like I didn't stand up for myself, or like I didn't like get my shit out because I'm trying to always be the bigger person. And so I just kind of needed to hear that, where it's just like, as long as you're not doing harm to somebody else, like don't be afraid to like say exactly what's on your mind. You owe it to yourself. So that impacted me in a positive way. I guess that's good news. Yeah.
That is.
Mm-hmm. So like now I'm a little less like being around the bush, like when I have something to say, because what you gonna do, be mad? No, I'm joking. But like for real.
Well, that's good for you. I'm happy for that.
Thank you.
I get straight to the point as well too, but sometimes things get lost in communication. But you said Trap Bruja.
Yeah, Trap Bruja. So yeah, like, so those are a couple of pages. Like, I like the Hood Healer. I like Trap Bruja. There's a couple other ones. It's another Bruja, but I forgot what the first part of her name is. But they just got some good black witchy spiritual
Black
posts.
witchy popping up more and more. Shout out to y'all.
It's so crazy though. It's so crazy. And so that's another thing. Sweet Love Sanctuary, I must end up talking about them all the time because she is my spiritual mentor, but she has a retreat, an ancestor elevation retreat coming up. And I'm so excited for it. It's like a day in Atlanta. And like our initiation was like all night, like no sleep. So I'm excited about it.
Initiation, yo, y'all going full fledged.
Oh, see, I don't play. See, some people are just into the aesthetic. You know what I mean? And so
in the process, I get it.
Yeah, some people are just into the aesthetic, and it used to bother me. Because I'm like, yo, like, it's actually real work. But at the same time, like, do you? You know, maybe this is just the first step to you getting introduced. You're just becoming aware. So you're like, let me lock my hair. You know, I ain't hating on you. Just come over to the good side when you're ready to put in the work.
Got you.
What?
I was just thinking about what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm excited, though. Ancestor elevation, and you get to learn who rules your crown, like with your Risha, and then, you know, you get your Odu. It's like a whole thing. I think I'm going to start posting more on my page about it, because I realized I started using lingo and nobody really knows what I'm talking about.
Getting lost in the sauce.
So we can go talk about routines, though.
Okay.
Because that's a good point. No, when I was listening to Balanced Black Girl, she was saying that.
Damn, you've been listening to a lot of people.
I do. I could. That's another thing I might post on the gram, because people hit me up all the time. Like, what podcasts do you listen to? What books do you listen to? I'm going to just give y'all a list because I do. But I forgot.
We were talking about routines.
Yeah, she was saying don't be afraid to switch it up. Because she was saying, like, you know, your routine is only for your season. It'll work for your season. But if you go into another season, then your routine, you know, is going to change.
Exactly.
And I don't know why. Sometimes you just need the vocabulary behind stuff because it seems so obvious. But that routine could be like holding you back. Like, I know for me, waking up every day and just working from home and like not purposely doing anything else. I'm in my house all day. And I'm thinking just because I'm getting all my work done that I'm good, but I'm not good. I'm depressed and I need to get some sunlight. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to be out there.
Right. So I had to change my routine up based around my job. But when my job was like commuting every other day, I wanted to sleep in the house every other day and I had to schedule that time in. So just like if you are in a rut, look at your life and just figure out like what adjustments you need to make,
Yeah.
right? You could look at your life, like what's draining you, what's energizing you, and shift your routine based on that. Or you can look at your time and see like how much, if you care about your career, how much time are you actually putting to your career? If you care about your family, how much time are you actually putting? Like look at that time and then adjust your routine. I think that could really be.
Block scheduling is something that really helps me as well, because my calendar looks crazy. I put everything on the schedule, everything. What time I gotta pick island up, what time I gotta be here, what time I gotta be at my mom's crib, so I can always, see how much time I spend. But like Rob Deerdak,
Oh, I love Rob.
yeah, actually,
He don't know I love him, but I love him.
I Rob too. But yeah, he plans. He has like 4 people that help manage his schedule, and it's broken down to a science, so he can know, and he rates how he feels each and every day. I used to do that. I fell off on it, but pretty much 7 hours work, 7 hours family, 7 hours personal. No, 7 hours sleep. I forgot about sleep. I've been thinking 2 hours, workout, stuff like that. And I guess that 1 hour is just for like eating and stuff like that, or something like that. But like he really, has metrics on his day in order to. He has a system, and that's what we're building essentially. Because I have a executive assistant that I put into place that helps me manage everything. So if it's an email, like it cut down on my time so much. So if it's an email or a phone call, they screen all that. Pretty long story short.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things. As an employer or a leader, like it's on the job training essentially. You know what I'm saying? So we have to pay somebody.
Yeah.
To teach them how to. In a sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't go to Starbucks knowing how to.
Well, yeah.
In the long run, definitely frees up my time.
It's just an investment back into yourself. And it's so crazy because I was thinking about hiring, I know it sounds bougie, but a cleaner. And
no, I want to clean it too.
I'm like, I know it sounds, but the time it takes me to clean up and how important I need my space clean for me to think and get creative and produce is like, obviously, like I can just hire somebody to do this, have my time back, and like create more. Because honestly, if my like space is a mess, nothing good is coming out of it. So, and then it's really up to me if I want to clean or not. And not saying that like I don't clean, but if I'm not in the mood to clean, I'm not fucking cleaning. And so, like I'll clean when I get to it, and then I don't have work, and it's just like, and then once I'm done cleaning, I really don't want to do anything. Now I'm like the house spotless. I just want to lay here and sip wine, like. So I'm going to get a cleaner more.
And it's only bougie depends on who you're talking to, because there's some people that don't clean at all. They're like, these people clean themselves? Yes, we do clean ourselves. But yeah, bro, like even like when it comes to, I can't wait to just be driven around. Like the time I spend in the car, I can spend doing something else. Like that could be my social media time responding to messages, because I still have yet to respond to these messages.
I know. I want to do something. So another podcast, know for sure, B. Simone and Megan Brooks. Is that her name? Megan Ashley? Megan Brooks? I don't know. Megan Ashley.
B. Simone is right though. I know that.
Yeah. Well, they have a podcast. They're best friends, and
I've heard.
So they all live together. Like they live together with their team, and like, and that to me is the most efficient. Like I feel like if I could just have a team together who was like as passionate about my mission as I am and believed in me, like I feel like that's the way you get stuff done. Like let's just all live in a big enough, we all got our own space, we all got the same mission, we all
like that.
I feel like that'd be dope. But
you gotta be a big enough space.
Yeah, oh for sure. We're not doing this, people on top of each other. No. But yeah, no, I just thought that was such a dope idea. She was like, yeah, we all live together. And she was like, so if it's a last minute, like you need to get on live real quick, you forgot to do it for this brand. She was like, my girl can come touch my face up, and I have my assistant answer my phone while I'm doing this. And she was like, we can just adjust so easy because of that. And so I just thought that was dope.
We'll get there. We almost there, actually.
I know, that's why
the
fact I'm even thinking about it is actually blowing my mind. That means...
Yeah, because we can be anywhere. We can be in Bali, camped out.
That's why I love when we had our meeting at the water. Oh my God, it was so nice. I came home, I was like, was I just doing work? Like right next to the water?
On the rocks.
On the rocks. I love that. So yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, so... What else about your routine do you feel like, what is something that you can else you can eliminate from your routine that you feel like takes up too much of your time?
So outside of cleaning, what else am I routine?
Is it cooking?
Oh, I would no, because I love cooking.
It's a
Cooking
dishwashing.
It's the washing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The things that energize me, I get really excited about cooking. I get really excited about trying new recipes, and I don't get excited at all about the dishes that I have to do afterwards.
So you said, yeah.
But I have to schedule in more. I've been going out more. And I realize that while I am a natural introvert, I do get energized by like just like social interaction. So I had to schedule that in more. Like, you know, I can't just work. I get really inspired by other people. So I have to be like out there in front of people. And I think that's why I love even vendor season when I'm doing pop-ups. Like seeing the people that like my shit and buy my shit, like that keeps me going. So that's something I have to be like, you know what, you might be tired, but you're going to feel good about it. Go out and go get some drinks or like go to this event you got invited to. Yeah,
I'm about to start popping out. Well, I've already been popping out. I was at RVA Fashion Week finale yesterday.
How was it?
It was good. Real good. Really good pieces. Chanel and Jimmy did their thing on that.
I know. You guys are coming on the show. We're speaking it right now.
Yeah, I got a DJ set this Saturday for Black Alumni Weekend. I'm going to tell you about that. I'm going to send that to you from 3 to 5. Okay. And I'm also working on a garden DJ set. So I really have to get back into my music bag because, you know, the streets want it, and, you know, that keeps me going too. So
yeah, and then we can start doing stuff as a podcast. That'd be dope with you DJing. That'd be cool, like a intimate events. Yes, with you on the ones and twos a little bit.
I mean, I don't mind doing that.
Yeah, because you're multi-talented. We gotta put ourselves out there, you know.
Yeah, that's why we are doing a podcast.
I know. I'm so nervous about this, low key. Like, I'm excited, but I've never put my opinions. Like, you know, I'd be like, ooh, I'm cute. I'll take a picture. But, like, to be putting my opinions out there.
I mean, freedom of speech, right?
Yeah. I just ain't never did it before, so.
Listen, what they gonna do, cancel us?
No, you're right.
They'll be like, gonna cancel this show, buddy.
That's funny because people do be out here getting canceled.
Yeah.
Speaking of canceled, Kanye did just pop out. Did you see him and his wife?
No, I have not. Okay. I do not keep up with any of that.
No, I do follow the Shade Room. I follow the Shade Room. That's how I have to stay in the loop.
You haven't been on social media today, or?
No, it was a few days ago, but I did have a big not crush. I didn't like him. But I like it, like a lot. Yeah. So anytime I see him, I am like, oh, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm one of them. They got me. Have you ever done my human design test?
No, I don't think I know what that is.
I need to send it to you. And so if you're listening, do it. It's such a good test. It asks a couple questions, and then it tells you like a version of your purpose, I guess. But okay. I wish I could remember it. But mine was to lift the light of the world. And that was just so fitting. I just wanted to share that.
Lift the light of the world. I like that.
It's different. I can pull it up. It's different. You can be different things. But that was mine.
I still get them, the pattern notifications. Have not opened that app since you sent it to me.
And you just get the notifications? You're probably in a cycle. You should see what cycle you're in right now. Pull it up.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
That's a cool app, and you can add your friends, and so you can see their chart and stuff if you guys are all into the astro stuff.
The pattern.
Are you in a cycle right now?
I'm trying to pull up the app now.
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
Got it. Oh, welcome to your sign. It's a Capricorn moon.
See, it just tells you everything.
Got it. Driven or dissatisfied. Your instinct is to build something lasting. You want to be respected for your contribution. From an early age, you wanted to have a clear function.
It's telling you about yourself, ain't it?
Yeah. I clicked on something and it disappeared. And you can go deeper into this?
You go deeper, and it goes it's like 10 slides. So like my instinct, so yours is driven. Mine says independent or restless. It says, when I'm feeling good, my natural enthusiasm and optimism makes everything seem possible. I'm independent, a true free spirit, risk taker, and adventurer. I'm looking to explore unknown paths and to find my truth. So like it's like based on your chart, it tells you your like patterns. It's got your instincts, it's got your like your growth patterns, relationship experiences, mindsets, expecting to be prioritized, which is facts if you're with me, you know. And it's just like to know that I'm not crazy, like this is who I am. So get the app.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I don't know if this is a coincidence. Hold on, let me see.
He done read something and he like, how y'all know?
Because it's talking about. All right, so it says the activation of power, my timing, and my cycle length. It says I have 3 months left, and the day that my cycle ends or my power activates is on the birthday of the mother of my child. I'm not making this up, people. Oh, maybe this is what is it trying to tell me?
Your friends. It's so much you could talk about. Like, it really is. So,
ooh, growth, charming and diplomatic.
I can see that for you. See?
Yeah,
charming and diplomatic. That's literally you. Sociable
and deep.
See, I tried to put him onto this app months ago, y'all. And this is his first time. Y'all are getting this live. Of him actually listening.
I got to do things when I'm in person. That's one thing I realized.
Listening to me. Mine says, at working in the world, I'm remarkable and exceptional. Thank you. I'm intended to move to the world with a sense of confidence, a natural radiance and charisma that inspires others. You know?
Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you inspire me, you know?
Yeah, and you inspire me in your charming and diplomatic ways.
Yeah, all that there, you know what I'm saying?
I really feel like we balance each other out. Like, sometimes I'm like, all right, let me be calm and cool. Like, Low, let me calm down.
It's definitely an art form. You got to breathe, got to make sure you take the right steps, you know, because
I be moving in my head. And just
panicking solves nothing.
I feel like that's the one time I can really lock in, like in crisis situations. But other time I'm just like on joke time because I feel like everything always works out.
It does.
So, but usually when it's like serious, that's when I can lock in for real. What do we like on time? Okay.
I knew you was about to look at it because I'm like, this might be a short episode, guys.
No, because we didn't really plan much today, but it's okay. Oh, yeah.
We almost canceled today. Don't tell anybody.
We did almost cancel today. It was a struggle, but we made it. But, all right. So when you were healing, postponed I wanted to know. Oh, yeah, postponed it, not canceled it. Brain check. Did you heal alone or did you need like a really good friend or some support when you were going through stuff?
No, I definitely need the support. Definitely. You can't do everything by yourself. And, you know, you need those touch points to, you know, remind you who you are, or people that actually, they know what you're going through and they see the potential in you to help guide you back on the right path. Because when it gets down to the wire, that person or persons that you're going to call can help you.
I'm extremely uncomfortable. I have this bar on for camera, but like it's stabbing the shit out of my side. I'm sorry
to hear that.
I'm like struggling over here. Okay.
Do we have to take a bra break so you can just toss it all?
I wish I could, but I don't want to do that to the viewers. Maybe on Patreon.
On Patreon? Oh, shit, we got subscribers.
That's actually hilarious.
That is funny.
But no, I was asking because I feel like I want to be alone when I'm healing, but I don't think that anybody really should be alone when they're healing.
Not totally alone, because it can get dangerous to yourself at that point. Yeah.
So I just wonder, has anybody ever told you, like, suggested to sit in the dark for like a few hours?
I sit in the dark all the time.
Really? Okay.
You would be surprised. Like even Kenny, he'll come up. He's like, "Nigga, are you laying in the dark?" I am, bro. It's just, you know, you need that time just to clear your space. It's like kind of a meditation space or a reflection period.
Yeah, I need to do it more often. I'm low-key obsessed with light, so I don't do it that often. But I also heard like you could really release some things. Like some things kind of come up in the dark that aren't always at the front of your mind. So that's another thing, like just so that we're always a resource, because like we're catching up but I still want to like be able to help people get through shit. And I haven't really done the whole sit in the dark thing, but it sounds like I heard a story of somebody. She was like she sat in the dark for 4 hours straight, and like she was like she like cried and like was screaming and
all that.
So like I'm just like. I need one of those sessions.
Oh well.
Sign me up. I just
You
need
can
to
sign
block
yourself
out.
up. Yeah, just gotta carve out sit in the dark time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. That, and then I've been hearing a lot about like mushrooms lately, but I don't know.
Yeah, I need a good trip.
Yeah, I don't know. I just hear
I could
like
use one.
ayahuasca. Did I pronounce that right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. The girl I was listening to.
I'm not gonna butcher it.
On Good Moms Bad Choices, she was like, "That's it'll smack you in your face and tell you what you need to fix about your life," kind of thing.
We're on a podcast talking about other podcasts.
Is that bad? Should they pay us for that?
They should actually.
Should we? Actually, you know what? That's the last time I'm gonna name drop and
No, that's
start
cool.
sponsoring some stuff.
It connects the dots. That's what we're doing with dot connectors.
Yeah, okay, with the dot connectors. Okay. I got a good question. Well, I was kind of wanting to wait for it because we're supposed to have Beloved and Nene, right?
I mean, yeah, we can always. They're interested. We just gotta schedule them. There ain't nothing.
Okay. Well, I want to save it for them because it's more kind of relationship based.
All right, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. Well, I don't want it to be a short show, but say something else.
I don't know, man.
You got something.
I'm trying to tell you, like you called me before I called you. You was like, "Is it next week or this week?" I was like, "If it was next week, I would love it." But we gotta keep pushing.
Yeah, we really do because we have to get it out. And but that's a good point. When you're not motivated,
we still gotta do it. Like even like I'm glad that it's like that's one reason why sports go hand in hand, just competitiveness and stuff like that, like the routine or even showing up when you don't feel like showing up. It goes a long way because we're chipping away at certain goals and, aspirations. So this will be our 5th episode, right?
Yeah, are we on 5?
I think we're on 5. But
That's crazy.
Yeah, so we'll start rolling them out after this. But, it's a marathon.
Yeah.
So I'm not really tripping on. Because literally today I was like, bro, I wish we would just drop this podcast already.
I know. Yeah.
But it's not, it's not where it needs to be. We could take our time. And I like that it's casual conversation, catching up, mental health, because it's not really placed in a certain point of time.
Yeah.
Unless we say something where people could pinpoint like, oh.
Oh, yeah, because I did just mention, but like we're not building our shows around anything based on time,
Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah, that is.
We're on our own type of time.
Yep, and I'm here for it. So what we do need to, we have our healing tip of the day, and have you heard of the book Badass Habits?
I don't think so.
Jen Sincero, I think her name is. But I was reading it and something stuck out to me. It said, pick an identity. What do you want to be when you walk into a room? And I don't know how much like intention people put behind things, but I know that like for me, if I don't have an intention, I'm kind of like lost in the sauce, So, I just challenge you to think about like, what do you want people to receive from you? And it's not necessarily thinking about what someone else thinks about you, but literally like, what is your purpose? Like, what do you want people to receive from your presence? Like when you get around them. And, I know for me, like sometimes I'm like, all right, I'm walking into here, I'm serious. And like, they gonna listen. And other times I'm like, you know what? Nope, today you the party animal. And like, other times I'm like, you know what? Mom mode, like, so that you can embody that and then you can move with purpose. And that when you make decisions for that day and any other day, you're moving from like a center.
Yeah. I always try to be the same person now walking into, every room or whatever responsibility. Cause I tried to figure it out. Like I said, people be like, yo, Lowe, who are you today? You photographer? You DJ? This, that, third? No, I'm Lowe. I'm just Lowe. And we just going to figure it out.
With a different hat on.
No, I wear physically a different hat, but it's still the same hat of, I'm here to do something, take what I can, leave a positive impression. Or, just leave a space better when I left it than how I found it.
Yeah. And I think that's right. Like, keep things that are consistent and true to you. Like, even if you shift. Because I know some people could see me as a mom. Like, I'm definitely not a traditional mom. People are like, do you feel like a mom? I'm like, I feel like me with a kid. I don't know if, like, feeling like a mom feels like. And And there definitely are some consistencies, but I do feel like you got to be like water sometimes, like still kind of be able to adjust and realize. Like, because I've been in rooms where I feel like you're not listening to me. And that's something I hate. Like, I can't stand being ignored. It's like a major pet peeve of mine. So then I'm just like, all right, well, create the reputation and the credibility and put yourself in rooms where people listen and like give a fuck about what you have to say.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I think that touches on my song lyric of the day.
Oh, yay. Look at me. So what is it? Let's just roll into it.
Actually, it was my other option.
Okay, well, you might as well say it. We got two from you.
Oh, yeah, keep talking. I got to go find it.
Yeah,
I got to go.
Find it. What did I say, though, about... oh, yeah, but that's so... Yeah, definitely have some consistencies. But, like, really think about it. Like, when I say be purposeful, I'm not saying, like... overthink about it, but literally, what do you want people to get from you? Do you want people to be like lifted up by your energy? Do you want people just to take your word seriously? Do you want people to notice you know how to dress? Like what are the things about you that you want people to grasp, and just be have intent with that? So even when you're forming relationships, like, you know, people know what they're getting. I know, me being a single woman out here in these streets now, I'm trying to maneuver that differently, because I realize like I'm friendly, but I can't be too friendly or he gonna think I want him, like, you know. So
yeah, you playing that game.
I playing that game. I don't like it, to be honest. I wish God would just put him on my doorstep. I want to open the door and be like, oh, you're here for me. Great, come on in. Let's spend the rest of our lives together. Make it easy for me. Actually, I don't even want a husband though. That's a whole nother topic though.
So if you don't want a husband, what would you just want a partner?
I think by the time I'm like 35, 37, I don't know if I want to get married or not. But right now, I just don't want any distractions. So in my experience, like being in relationships have been another stressor eventually. Not always, but like at some point it ends up being another stressor versus like a place of peace. So until someone can come into my life and literally offer that peace, it's like I don't need another thing on my plate. So that's why I'm like not pressed.
That's reasonable. I guess it's reasonable. Yeah, that's what you want. Yeah.
What about you? Is husband Lowe in the future, Mr. and Mrs.? Dun, 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 dun.
I can't even tell you. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. I love that we're not like pressed, our generation, I guess. Well, not really our generation, because isn't somebody about to get married? I feel like I've seen a couple weddings recently.
I've been to, I've worked more weddings than I have attended.
Yeah, so maybe it's not our generation. Maybe it's just like the people I hang around with, like, don't care about it. It's not a rush.
I mean, I can't really say that because, you know, I'm just saying from my perspective, every wedding I have worked, I've known most of the people. Yeah. But I've either done the DJing or the videography, photography. And maybe it's just because I'm like, wedding, another one. You know what I'm saying? But it pays the bills, though.
Weddings are so much fun, though. I want somebody to invite me one. I keep seeing it on Instagram. That's how I know I wasn't that friendly, because it's like, it's people I know, and I'm like, dang, like, why I didn't get an invite?
Hey, invite me or not, it don't matter to me. I
want to get invited. I want to fuck up somebody's like reception.
Like a wedding crasher?
No, not in a bad way, but I'm just saying I just want to be like in the middle dancing. They got married. We lit.
So none of your friends are married?
None. I'm the first one with a kid. I'm the nobody is like, none of my friends care about any of that right now. So yeah, I just don't see it in any of our future right now. But I also think our standards are really high when it comes to like a man. So
I mean, they're your standards. I wouldn't call them high.
Okay. He said you ain't got high standards. You out here, sis.
Yeah, what you want is what you need.
That's fair. You
I'm
find your lyric?
Bruh, I got a couple in here. All right. I got it. This comes from ESTG. You know,
always have like somebody I don't really know that.
Oh, what?
But you're putting me on. I appreciate it.
He gets you in that mode. Okay. We were talking about hype song. He get you in that mode.
Okay, is this one of your hype songs? Oh yeah, but I have to pull that up.
No, it's not. But no, it gets me hype. But this is my go-to.
Okay.
All right. It says, I'm undefeated. Streets ain't beat me. The police neither. I ain't got no sympathy for nobody ignoring what I'm teaching. I ain't no motherfucking preacher. I'm more comfortable with demons. I spent whole weeks in the beta sticking out here. I ain't leaving. Yeah.
What do you want the people to get from ESTG?
I mean, you were talking about people not listening.
ESTG. I said that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
ESTG.
I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure I said it right.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, I wasn't listening that well, so you could say it one more time.
Yeah, because I messed it up anyway. So.
Okay, great. Because
we're gonna have to run it back. All right, here we go. Favorite song. All right, so this comes from ESTG, Undefeated, and it goes, "Nigga, I'm undefeated. Streets ain't beat me. The police neither. I ain't got no sympathy for nobody ignoring what I'm teaching. I ain't no motherfucking preacher. I'm more comfortable with demons. I spent whole weeks in the beta sticking out here. I ain't leaving."
I ain't no preacher. I'm more comfortable with demons. That part kind of sticks out to me because I feel like sometimes people run away from their like dark side or like the stuff that they...
There's power in it.
Yeah, it really is. Oh my gosh, you could probably build a whole episode off of that though, but it really is. And that's something like my spiritual mentor had said. She was like, you know, like embrace this side of you. Like you can't always be like, you know, sunshine, rainbow, Sam. Like, you know, and I was telling her like I have a hard time because in my head, and I felt like I was going through that whole ego death process because in my head, I am this like, you know, just super positive, bubbly. Like I really just want everyone to be happy all the time. That's me. But sometimes I make decisions that don't always align with that.
Yeah.
And that's when I be confused because I'm like...
It'd be Samaria in the hoodie.
Yeah, be me. I want to take a picture like that now, and I'm gonna blow it up and put it on my wall because I like that a lot. But yeah, it'd be Sam with a hoodie. Like I'll be like, that was me too. I made that decision. Like, and I actually stand on it. So I'm like, which one is it?
You know, speaking of demons, this is such a sidebar. Do you have have you ever seen An Emperor's New Groove?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, bro. I forgot how much I love that movie, so I put it on for Island last week. And she was zoned into it. I'm like, yeah, that's my girl. Because I had that joint DVD. But do you remember when Crunk had the devils pop up on him?
Uh-huh.
And they was trying to tell him which side to listen to. And then the devil did a handstand.
I knew you were going to say something mad specific that I don't remember.
But anyway, so yeah, I was watching it and the devil was doing a handstand. He was like, hey, look what I could do. And Crunk was like, what does that have to do with anything? And then the angel was like, nah, he got a point.
Oh, he's got a point.
Yeah. It's because the angel had the dress on, the garb on, so he couldn't do the handstand. I was watching that. I was like, bro, it took me how long to figure that out? I'm sorry, that was a sidebar, but I noticed that we're talking about angels and demons. But yeah.
No, I have to watch it. Is it on Netflix? I feel like I've seen
Disney
it.
Plus.
Disney Plus. Okay. Now I've been looking for movies to put Kari onto because every movie is like, it's like a girl lead, which I didn't care about before, but I also want him to see himself as well. So like at first I was like, yeah, you gonna know like women be out here strong and saving the world. But then I'm like, you know, we can only watch Moana and Maribel like for so long, and I like he likes Spider-Man, but I wish there was more like kids movies with a boy.
I'm pretty sure I can get them straight. Don't worry about that.
Please, I'm struggling. It's like a movie. It's like Luca or like Coco.
I mean, yeah, the new ones are more diverse.
Yeah. But I still feel like it's mostly like little girls. So again, not a problem at all. I just have a son, so I just want him to see himself. But we've been doing affirmations in the mirror, and he's the bomb at them. He's only one. But it's like, I am smart, I am strong, I am nice, and I'm important. Important is his favorite one. I don't know if it's just because it's a hard word to say, but he's like the whole time just waiting to say important. I'm like, yeah, that's you.
Yeah, very important.
Not my little baby.
You got another affirmation for us?
I do. Did I write it down? Let me see. Oh yeah, it is. My affirmation today is I stand in the joy that I create.
I stand in the joy that I create.
Yes. That one's one of my favorite ones to say in the morning or even if I'm in a rut because it's the I create part for me. Like, it's not about just like being happy when it's easy to be happy. You know, it's about like creating that joy for yourself. And so that's one I really like. Like if I am just in a rut, I'll just look, I stand in the joy that I create. I stand in the joy that I create. Like
That actually just gave me an idea for some merch.
ooh.
Yeah.
Good. He's definitely the merch guy. So when you guys see it, just know that Sam barely did anything.
But hey, it's a, we share roles. That's perfectly fine.
That's what partnership is. You know, everybody don't. It's not a great collaboration if we both only know how to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you be keeping up with it.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you was hitting me about the emails and stuff, I'm like, thank you, Lord Jesus. I don't feel like doing
I am good with the processes and shit like that.
Because I could do it, but I don't feel like doing it. If somebody else can do it, please go ahead and do it.
Yeah. And see, that's the stuff like I spend my wheels on. I can only create when I'm inspired. Mm-hmm. So it's like to create with like a deadline is not a thing for me. Yeah. You know, but
good thing we didn't have one for this, technically speaking.
Yeah.
I mean, they said we were supposed to start rolling out last one.
They slowly about to be like, all right, y'all need to put out these damn shows or hop off our network.
We ain't gonna do this like that. As long as them invoices keep getting paid, keep recording all you want, bro.
It's our side. Okay. If there's nothing else for you, I don't think I have anything else for today's show.
Yeah, I feel like you did most of the talking today.
I'm opening the floor.
I mean, nothing wrong with that.
Okay, you cool with it?
I'm perfectly fine with that. Mm-hmm. I gotta get right back to the office. So I know these next 2 weeks I'm gonna be, like I'm going back to the office today. I got emails I got to send. Like it's just too much, and I got to prep KP for tomorrow, and I got to put dates on the calendar. It's vendor season, as you said, so I got like 6 days. 6 dates I got to put into the calendar. On top of the fact that I still need merch to push it these dates, so it's about to be a hectic.
I know. I was just saying these next couple of weeks are about to get crazy for me too. I haven't been like keeping up with Good Soul, but thank y'all so much for still hitting me up because it keeps me motivated. But like I said, I create when I'm inspired. So if you don't see work for me for a little bit, it's not that like Good Soul is over. It's just that like I ain't that inspired right now. But I have been the last couple of days. So I did just make a couple new bracelets and design a few little things. So once I get samples in, y'all will see them. And I honestly think everything is going to roll out around the same time, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, it gives us something to push at all angles. I'm with it.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to that. So I got a busy weekend ahead of me. I'm taking my friend's parents are celebrating their 15-year anniversary.
Congrats on that.
It's huge. I mean, like in my head, I'm just like, how are you? I can't. 15 years, go them. Like marriage, the concept is just so. I think it's just because my parents, I've seen that, and I'm just like, I don't want this. And even with my grandparents, like y'all live together, but y'all in separate rooms. I don't want that. Like it has to be epic for me to sign my name on that paper.
I mean, you'd be surprised how many people don't live in the same room.
Yeah, and I guess like once you're married, I mean, whatever works for you. For real.
Yeah, whatever works. Yeah. I mean, every marriage or partnership doesn't look the same.
It doesn't look the same. And, people have been talking about open relationships and polygamy more and all now all
swinging vacations and stuff like that.
Yeah, the parties and sex clubs. And, like, now I feel like all of this talk is more out in the open.
For sure.
Which is cool because there's probably some people out here that, like, want to do stuff and didn't feel comfortable like presenting it or something. So hopefully everybody, I put a prayer on my Instagram story this morning. For some reason, I just wanted to wake up and pray for everybody.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For the prayer.
So, since I did that, before we go, I said, I got to read it because I don't remember it. I'm praying that you show up authentic to yourself today and the days that follow. That you stand up for yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, and your desires because you deserve all the happiness in the world as it was intended for you. I pray that you become aware of the life that you're attracting and that you feel empowered to make any necessary shift. May God continue to bless you and everyone that loves you. Ashe. Okay, so subscribe, rate, review.
All that there. Follow us.
Like, comment.
Check out the web store. Whatever we put up there, that's what's up there.
That's what's upstairs.
This should be on there. A couple things.
Yeah. So, shop our merch for sure. and support. I hear that like rating and reviewing is what really gets your podcast up there. So if you care about us,
give us a like.
Just go ahead and like it, or like put 5 stars, because if you made it this far, you like the show.
Yeah, clearly, because we didn't even plan this episode.
Exactly. If you finish this episode,
thank you for rocking with us.
You rock with us. So go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, rate, all those things. Merch. Ray, is there anything else we're missing?
I think you got it all. I think
Okay.
we're good. Subscribe to Patreon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Patreon might be a thing.
It is going to be a thing.
We just got to find content. Okay, so subscribe to Patreon.
Subscribe to everything. Just flood the screen.
Yeah. And yeah, thank you, and peace until next time.
Until next time.
Bye.
Love.